speaking of students that would graduate and move on to brighter futures, what if one would say, you know what, I want to teach, I want to influence young minds when I get out of school, and what would be some key characteristics you would say in the teachers that you have? I know you've had a few teachers and recently that have gotten Teacher of the Year, so you must recruit well if nothing else. But what do you see are key characteristics for a successful teacher?
Well, thank you for that question. I think that anytime we have a student say, I want to be a teacher, or rarely, I want to be a principal, it's a great compliment, isn't it? Because they're watching the teachers in the building, or they're watching an administrator in the building, and they're saying, you know, I see that person making a difference, and I'd like to make a difference as well. So that's the ultimate compliment. But in terms of helping a student decide if teaching or education's right for them, the thing that I would start with is asking the student to really examine what I would call their heartbeat. What is it that they are really excited by? What are they really driven by? What really resonates within them? If it's helping people, if it's that servant-like leadership and exhibiting those opportunities, then teaching may be a place they want to be, because a teacher who doesn't walk into a classroom every day with the desire to help, to start with, if we don't start there, then we've lost it. And that's, you know, teaching's not for everybody. We certainly understand that. Wonderful people aren't teachers always. Mm-hmm. We like to think that every wonderful person is a teacher, but we do understand that. And so the key characteristic, I think, is a desire to help, a helping heart, I guess we'd call that. Beyond that, the successful teacher needs to be someone who enjoys learning. If you don't enjoy learning personally, it's hard to build within others a desire to learn. And certainly we want every teacher to be the great cheerleader for learning and for education. And so typically that's a person who themselves is never satisfied with what they know today. Oh, yeah. Because they understand there's lots more to learn, and I want to learn, I want to learn, I want to learn. And of course, that person who's driven to continually improve tends to be a great teacher. So less a skill set, but more a heart set is what I start with in terms of what I'm looking for. Because skills can be learned, whether I'm trying to fix the plumbing or teach algebra lesson. There's skills that can be learned. But if we don't start with the right heart or the right mindset, then we're lost from the start.
Right, yeah. And I think a lot of college students go into college and they're reading all these different books, and they just read, do the papers, and then when they graduate they think, oh, I don't have to read anymore.
That's exactly
But in fact, I think I've read before that in Fortune 500 companies, CEOs average 2 to 3 books per month, and so they are avid readers. And but on the opposite side, most Americans read less than 2 books a year. And so I love what you said about being a learner as a teacher. I think that's a great point.
And I think the point extending from your thought is that most Americans aren't CEOs, and that may be part of it.
That's right. That's right.